It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. Al Jefferson played for several teams in his NBA career, but no matter what uniform he has on, he is a load, a real handful, Kenny.
Well, he could shoot the mid-range, Ernie, and that's probably his biggest asset. And, then he could take you down on the block. That's probably one of his bread-and-butter moves. I like his jump hook, though, because when he goes to that, it creates space in the lane and allows guys to offensive rebound as well.
My nickname for him is Baby Fundamentals, has tremendous feet work in the post. And Ernie, believe it or not, he has a deceptive quickness to get a shot up before the defense sets up.
Great footwork, too.
Yeah. Do you have a nickname for everybody?
Right.
What's Ernie's nickname?
What's my nickname?
The Godfather of television.
I like that.
That does it for us.
You've been around a long time, Ernie.
Thank you for tuning in.
You're a friend of mine, Ernie.
See you later.
The bright lights of the Oculus framing the western entry of Barclays Center here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. The Hornets would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Foul in at shooting guard. Jefferson is out there with Robinson. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the three. Now Walker following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. And Walker kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Jefferson. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And here are the Nets. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. To shoot that poorly, you almost have to try to miss. Shoot that poorly. Rarely do you see numbers like that at the NBA level.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's Young. Lopez a screen. Young dishes to Lopez. Stolen by Walker. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lopez a screen. And DeRozan. Here we go. No good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Kicks to Freak. Pass to Jefferson. Walker dishes to Freak. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. Clark, he was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
I would certainly hope not. I mean, you get that kind of opportunity with little resistance from the defense, you got to take it.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Lionel Hollins. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thanks again, Doris. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve. but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
Both free throws good from Al Jefferson. Here's Jack. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Boy, was he physical. In that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Young passes to DeRozan. Here's Lopez. They get it again. Goes up again. And Jefferson sends it back.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And that one's good. Freak.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. Too many empty trips. They need some points.
Out to the right wing. Lopez a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hollis Jefferson passes to Jack. Fires from deep. And he gets it to go. Jack's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Now here's Lopez. Last time out he had 13 points. And it's DeRozan missing. Jack against Kid Gilchrist. And a wide open look for Walker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 4. Lopez a screen. The feed now to DeRozan. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Jarrett Jack third.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. You know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
In addition to being unbelievably gifted shooters. These guys have some of the smoothest, sweetest strokes in the NBA, which means they have some of the best strokes in the world.
And the shot is good. 8 points for Freak.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Clarkson with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. As you take a look at Charlotte, they like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And, for the Hornets, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high. Trust me, but it has not bothered them one bit.
Greg, I think it's really fueled their fire. They want to be the alpha dog. They love everybody hunting them down.
No good on the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. That one is no good.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Now here's Freak. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Lets it go. Misses off the right iron.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. He doesn't miss many of them.
From the arc. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Rivers. Freak kicks to Batum. From outside the arc, Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Nets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Olynyk. It's deflected. And a wide open look for Freak. From beyond the arc and then some. Freak's got 11 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Hornets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Young with the steal. And the pass to Roten. Dishes it to Olynyk. They set the pick. Here's Timmerman. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
An update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
The Nets have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Clarkson. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that one's good, Francis.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Roten, no good. Charlotte leading by 8. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Francis. He feeds it to Freak. To the paint, just 4 to shoot. Olynyk with the steal. Fires for 3. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And, guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And that's head coach Lionel Hollins, known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor. I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Olynyk is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Nets trail by 4. And here is Jack. Lopez a screen. 5 to shoot. Jack against Walker. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Hornets leading by 4. Holiday dishes to Walker. Here's Fowler. No good from outside.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Hornets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Fowler. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 16 points for Freak.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Feeds to DeRozan. There's a good screen. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Hollis Jefferson to the wing right side. Shot from 16. No good from Jack. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Took him no time at all on that one. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the 3-point line.
DeRozan a screen on Walker. Lopez a screen. Here's DeRozan. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Hornets, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Justin Holiday. Walker the pass to Fowler. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Now here is Jack. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. DeRozan on the wing. To the paint. Here's Lopez. The shot is off. Jefferson with some nice D. Hornets leading by 8. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards got down to business. He finished with 54 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Freak with it. He's picked up by Lopez. There's the dish to Freak. Charlotte no good that time either. Nets trail by 7. Hollis Jefferson passes to Jack. Right side to Rosen. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And that one's good. Freak.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Shaq with it. On the wing to Rosen. Knocked loose and stolen by Freak. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Kicks 2 to Rosen. Stolen by Walker. And here's the break. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Robinson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Walker. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Nets trail by 8. Roten dishes to Young. Timmerman, he's covered by Kid Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. Here's Timmerman. And it's Freak with the rebound. Hornets leading by 8. Rivers kicks to Freak. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Freak's got 26.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Kevin, here we can get a look at Charlotte and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First in assists, first in field goal percentage, and they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Here's Young. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Young's got 7 points in the game. Charlotte has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And he gets the bucket.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Nets trail by 11. Roten kicks to Clarkson. Here's Timmerman. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now, here's Roten. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
And he gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
There's a good screen. Back to Lopez. He kicks it to Roten. Clock at 4. Goes up at the stripe. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Lopez has got his first points of the night. Charlotte leading by 13. Rivers passes to Fowler. Goes up off the pick. Out loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Now, here's Clarkson to the right side. To the inside. Lets it go from 11. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 9 points here for Thaddeus Young. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rivers kicks to Freak. And Young comes over to help. Batum wide open. He fires. Again, the Hornets score.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Here's Lopez. And so that brings the first half to a close. Hornets lead by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? That's a easy to say, so I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting them. Let's start counting points now. The rest of the game is just going to get away from me. So.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey guys, we've really taken the life out of this crowd, but I still want to talk to you for a minute. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Here's Walker. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. On the court for the Hornets, Fowler in a 2-guard. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out.
Wow, that is fantastic ability while in the air. Can this guy get up there or what?
And Greg, he does not need an invitation. If he's got a chance to throw it down, he'll always take it, huh?
Wow.
Wow is right.
I'll tell you what, the whole building quakes when he punches it down like that.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And it's DeRozan missing. Hornets leading by 17. Pass to Fowler. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. Back to Kidd-Gilchrist. And Walker kicks to Freak. Charlotte moving the ball around. The second effort, and the layup is up and in. Freak's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Jack dishes to DeRozan. Six on the shot clock. Young outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Jack. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Freak. Back to Walker from deep. Good. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make
the last 10 games. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Now here is Jack. He has 5. Right side DeRozan. Clock is at 3. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
All right, now, I want everyone here.
You know, the last few weeks, you see how Brooklyn stacks up here. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 10th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
They don't make many mistakes. I just love the mental toughness. You saw 3rd fewest turnovers per game. Great decision-making is so valuable, particularly down the stretch. Definitely a notch in their favor.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Charlotte. Outside Jack. Screen by Young. Shot from 12. Some solid defense from Robinson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Jack kicks to Olynyk. On the wing, DeRozan. He dishes it to Young. The 15-footer. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Young's got 11 points.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And Walker kicks to Freak. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. In a moment now to see nice 3-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting two men in the league. Freak number one.
And, you know, two guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from three-point range.
And, Greg, the key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
Stolen by Robinson. Walker against DeRozan, out to the right wing. Freak passes to Jefferson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Jefferson's got 6.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 11. Good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Hornets leading by 18. Walker dishes to Freak. Doubled by Jack inside. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Freak. And that's now 8 points for Al Jefferson.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go!
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. This break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The feed to Batum. Charlotte moving the ball around. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Kaminsky's got 5 points so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hornets?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Roten's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Walker. Here's Fowler. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 38 points.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Pass to Clarkson. Dishes it to Roten. And the layup's good off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Rivers kicks to Freak. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now here's Roten, defended by Fowler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Roten. Sinks the three-pointer. Roten's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here's Fowler. But they'll get another chance. Jefferson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jefferson's got 10.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Young outside. And Olynyk kicks to Roten. There's the pick. Shot off the pick. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Feeds it to Freak. 41 seconds left in the third. From 15 feet away. Rebound, Brooklyn.
just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Get the ball inside.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Jefferson passing to Fowler. Connects on the 17-footer. Freak's got 40 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Hornets on top, leading by 17. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Nets trail by 17. They've got Brook Lopez. Hollis Jefferson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Jarrett Jack. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Here's Kid Gilchrist. That's good. Kid Gilchrist has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Charlotte.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here is Jack. And DeRozan. Here we go. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. That shot wide open. And it's 7 points now for Jack. Charlotte leading by 17. And Walker kicks to Freak. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Jack. Lopez a screen. Clock at 6. From about 19 feet. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Walker kicks to Freak. It's Robinson high post. Here's the floater. And it's Walker laying it in. And the Hornets lead by 19. The Nets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Jack up on top, guarded by Walker. Outside Jack. From 18 feet away, they get it back. Lopez, no luck. Hornets leading by 19 points. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Robinson makes it off the glass.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some really terrific numbers for Freak. 40 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Brooklyn making a change here. Young's checked in. And both free throws good from Freak. Nets trail by 21. Passes to DeRozan. Good, and Jack gets the assist. 17 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Freak. There's a screen by Robinson. Freak kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Jack. DeRozan passes to Jack. Back to DeRozan. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
At the line for the Nets, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Kidd-Gilchrist drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Hornets leading by 21. Lets the 3 fly, and Freak gets it to go on the assist from Kidd-Gilchrist. Freak's got 45 points. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Outside DeRozan. Lopez right side. And Jack, here we go. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's DeRozan. Lopez dishes to Jack. To halt the run. Again, the miss by Jack.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Now, Freak following Jarrett Jack's three-point attempt. Shot clock at 3. Here's Fowler. Here's Kaminsky. And the layup falls.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now here is Jack. He feeds it to DeRozan. From 13, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Lopez, a screen on Walker. Young left side. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 6 assists now in the game. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
Move the ball.
Now Walker,
Sticking too much.
outside Kidd-Gilchrist. The dish to Freak. To the left wing. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
No good from Jack.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And Walker kicks to Freak. From beyond the arc and then some. Freak's got 50 points.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Lopez with the block. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, tonight you factored into this game with both your scoring and your passing. How big a factor was ball movement in this win?
Always huge, no doubt. I mean, we know we're at our best when we keep the defense constantly in motion. You do that by moving the ball around. If you don't do that, you don't win games like this.
You earned every bit of this win. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.